the sort of spice links running through southern Spain and North Africa, and we just kept on thinking about saffron and cinnamon being that sort of key flavours, and it summed up the sort of exotic side of the food of the Eastern Mediterranean and the great influence that the Moors had in Spain. Festivals in general and the wilderness in particular, it was a very romantic experience. But the trees and nature. And I like to think the food we do at Moro is very romantic as well. It's very sensual, it's full of evocative spices.
Wilderness this year is split into two different camps. We have our feasts, which are sit-down four-course meals in our Souk tent.
There'll be Spanish food, Moroccan food, Turkish food and Lebanese food.
And then the other side is the takeaway menu. We wanted to be able to offer festival food to everybody.
A lot of the food we'll be doing at Wilderness has its sort of heart at Souks of Marrakesh, where you get these wonderful slow roast lambs which are cooked overnight. Street food's always been very important to us, always been some of the most great food experiences on our travels. Any excuse to be eating food outside and having that feeling of hustle and bustle and, you know, the blurring of sort of restaurant and street life, we love that. Cooking lamb this way is how people have sort of celebrated festivals for hundreds of years, isn't it? Thousands of years, just the whole sort of proud animal turning slowly over flames, so it does suit a festival. There's something so ancient about cooking in that way, but it is just so incredibly tasty. I feel so lucky to be cooking outdoors. It's just it's a real luxury, and sunshine, people having a wonderful time, and really it feels very natural for Moro to be cooking outside, really. Yeah, the family running around.
It gives us such pleasure to be preparing and cooking just wonderful colours and as well as eating them as well. We're making these little gilders. We've got pickled chilies, pickled onions, olives, salted anchovies with a glass of Fino sherry. You sip your Fino, chilled Fino sherry and pop gilder into your mouth in one go, and it's just an explosion of salty, punchy flavours. And then to finish, we've got the yoghurt cake, Moro classic, and local berries. It's all about teamwork, really, and we wouldn't be able to do it if we didn't have an extremely strong front of house and the kitchen. So I've got Sadie and Daisy, who are running front of house, both of whom used to work for us at Moro. And Mariana is in the kitchen, and she's our head chef at Moro.
So I love the big venue, having a thumping great dance. I adore small venues, experiencing that one-to-one.
Quite a nice feeling when the last customer goes and you shut the sides of the tent, and then suddenly you've got this lovely little space to ourselves.